That was too close for comfort, but I'm glad we got it done. Man, final score, FSU 22 and Miami 28. We got the job done against Florida State. Let's freaking go. Yeah, this game should not have been close at all. It should not have been close. I'm going to go ahead and start with the positives, and then we'll go on to that fourth quarter. That'll be a rant session for the fourth, but like the first 3 quarters of play, I feel like we were outstanding. We outplayed Florida State, outcoached them on both sides of the ball. Carson Beck had a really good game. He had 4 passing touchdowns today. Malachi Tony and CJ Daniels were absolutely outstanding tonight, and it was overall, man, I felt like we played for the first 3 quarters, played really well. Outplayed them, out-physicaled them, outclassed them, whatever you want to call it. I feel like the first 3 quarters, we were outstanding on both sides of the football. Offensively was really good. I liked the play calling from Shannon Dawson, especially that run fake and Carson Beck's long passing touchdown to Malachi Tony. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible, guys. Yeah, now let's get down to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter was terrible. The fourth quarter was absolutely garbage. So conservative to the point we let FSU back in the game. And, you know, I'm glad we got the win. I'm happy we got the win. But, man, it should not have been close. Another thing, too. So undisciplined tonight, man. Penalties. The freaking penalties. Look, I get it. We're playing in a really hostile environment in like Florida State. It's our main heated rival, but you gotta keep your head. You gotta keep your head straight. Like, sure, you know it's Florida State, but you gotta be smart. You can't have penalties that can cost you. So, man, this shouldn't have been close. Anyway, we gave FSU confidence in the fourth quarter. And Mario Cristobal, man, has almost cost us this game tonight. He's got to do better with game management, man. I've been critical. I've been saying this about Mario Cristobal. His game management isn't the best in certain situations, and it almost cost us tonight. So I'm glad we got the win, but man, this shouldn't have been close. Alright, everyone, so here is the stats on offense. Carson Beck, tonight, like I said, had a really good game tonight. Completed 20 of his 27 passes, 241 passing yards, and 4 passing touchdowns. Now, our run game tonight wasn't really the flashiest. FSU's defensive line practically got that in check, but man, this game shows you guys that we are not a one-dimensional football team. Once you take away the run game, we're able to throw the ball with Carson Beck. So, yeah, like I said, 4 passing touchdowns to Malachi Tony, 2 of them were to CJ Daniels, which those 2 guys, shout out to Malachi Tony and CJ Daniels, man. They were really great tonight. Like, yeah, Malachi Tony broke away for a long touchdown. Same thing with CJ Daniels. Both of them were outstanding tonight. Elijah Lofton, 3 receptions for 21 yards. Alex Bowman, 3 receptions for 18 yards. Jordan Lyle, 1 reception for 9 yards. And Mark Fletcher Jr., 1 for 8. Now, defensively, we were very physical defensively. We were able to pressure Thomas Castellanos in this game multiple times, make him uncomfortable in the pocket, making him scramble around. We outplayed them. I feel like we outplayed them, outcoached them in the first half, and then in the third quarter, too, we were able to, grow that lead even larger. So, yeah. So the first 3 quarters of the game were outstanding, and it was on pace to be a butt-whooping, to be an absolute butt-whooping. So, yeah, even though we beat Florida State, I can't really celebrate too hard for this one. I'm glad we got the win. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we got the win, but I can't celebrate too much because we let Florida State back in the game, and they could have had a chance to basically pull off what the New England Patriots did to the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. So offensively, like I said, I feel like we played really good today, but that fourth quarter was atrocious. That fourth quarter was garbage. and Mario Cristobal almost cost us the game. Like, yeah, so, on that fourth down, why would you go for it on 4th and 8? Take the 3 points. You would have been up 31 points, and you would have been up 31. You would have been up 31 to like 19. You would have been up 31 to 19 at least by two scores. You would have been up by double digits. So, unbelievable how we almost choked away this game. We almost choked away an Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl lead. We almost choked away that. And again, guys, the penalties were terrible. Penalties were terrible. Pass interference penalties, holding penalties, illegal. Like we had like, I don't know, like an illegal movement on our offense that gave up a touchdown. We had like unnecessary roughness on defense, delay of game on defense. Just some of the craziest penalties. That's what's cost us. Like, we should have realistically scored over 30 points in this game. We should have scored over 30 points. But we let Florida State came back and have a chance against us. And I gotta give credit to Florida State. I gotta give my credit to Florida State. They played their hearts out. They played really well. They came back in that fourth quarter. So, man, I gotta give my good sportsmanship to Florida State, man. I can't celebrate too much because, man, we almost choked away this game. I feel like we almost choked away this game. This was way too close for comfort. So, yeah, guys, but other than that, I felt like we played really well for the majority of this game. We outplayed, outcoached on both sides of the ball. Our defense looks outstanding. Carson Beck, man, like I said, had a great game. I liked his decision making for the most part. He didn't take any he did take some deep throws, but didn't really force anything. Improvised the field really well. Play calling from Shannon Dawson, I felt like was good. It's just being too conservative, and Mario Cristobal and his game management is what almost cost us this game. So yeah, I can't party too much. I'm glad we got the win. But man, that fourth quarter was just stressful. That fourth quarter was stressful. Anyways, I'm just going to go and take a look at Florida State stats. Thomas Castellanos, 25 out of his 45 passes that he completed. 272 yards of passing, 2 touchdowns, and shout out to our defense again. I didn't mention this, but 3 turnovers we forced tonight. That's incredible, dude. Like, this was a top 10 offense going up against the top 10 defense. And yes, Florida State, man, they were motivated. They didn't want to lose back-to-back games, especially with how they lost against Virginia Tech. So, I thought this game was going to be close. At the third quarter, it was 28-3. And look what happens in the fourth. They almost came back. I feel like they almost came back and won, man. They had a chance. Think about it. FSU had a chance to win the game. They were down 28-3 at the start of the fourth quarter. So, we gotta clean some stuff up, man. Like I said, we're not perfect by any means. Sure, we're undefeated, and guess what, guys? We're the state champions. I can say, well, I mean, we're the best team in the state. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I feel like we're the best team in the state of Florida, but man, guys, if we can't have meltdowns in the fourth quarter like this. We just can't. We can't have meltdowns in the fourth quarter like this. It shouldn't have been close anyway. But yeah. Yeah, like I say, man, Thomas Castellanos in the fourth quarter, man, he was really good. He was making throws. We barely pressured him in the fourth quarter. But man, throughout the 3 quarters of the game, other than that fourth quarter, man, we held Thomas Castellanos in check for 3 quarters. So, but for the majority of the time, we held him in check. I felt like our defense was really good throughout this game. Really, really, really good. Like, especially early on. We were physical up front. The turnovers, of course. I'm happy we got the win. I'm glad for it. But, man, it shouldn't have been close. It should not have been close at all. So, yeah, guys. So anyways, again, shout out to our offense. Shout out to Malachi Tony, Carson Beck, CJ Daniels. In my opinion, they were the offensive players of the game. Shannon Dawson, I felt like for the majority of this game, called it a good one. And same with what goes to our defense. Bain Jr., he had a couple penalties tonight, but I felt like he played pretty good. But like I said, man, we gotta clean up penalties, man. I know we're going up against a heated rival in Florida State, but you gotta keep your head straight. You gotta keep your head straight. Just be smart. That's just what I'm gonna say. Just be smart. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, go Canes. Hope the Bills win tomorrow night against the Patriots. Hopefully they get it done, and both my teams are going to be 5-0. Hope that's the case. So, anyways, guys, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.